How did Wisconsin's governor take a 2-year school funding increase and extend it to 402 years? Let me tell you. This all began 95 years ago when Wisconsin voters approved Question 1. This gave the governor the power to issue partial vetoes on spending bills. Wisconsin is the only state where the governor can partially veto spending bills by striking words, numbers, and punctuation to create new meaning or new numbers. I want to give a few examples of what this partial veto looks like in practice. In the 2017 state budget bill, Governor Scott Walker used a partial veto to cross out 2 numbers to extend a 1-year moratorium on school referendums that would raise taxes for energy efficiency projects into a 1,000-year moratorium. Another example, Governor Jim Doyle used a partial veto and crossed numbers out in a 2003 budget bill to alter a proposed $100 million appropriation for transportation funding into a $1 billion appropriation. In 1990, we have the first amendment to the governor's partial veto power. This measure was approved and prohibits the governor from using the partial veto to form new words by removing individual letters from words in budget bills. Another constitutional amendment was approved by Wisconsin voters in 2008. This prohibits the governor from creating a new sentence by combining parts of 2 or more sentences in an appropriation bill. This history, these ballot measures, and these provisions lead us to where we are now. In 2023, Governor Tony Evers issued a partial veto in Wisconsin's budget. The original text from the state legislature stated, quote, "For the limit for the 2023-24 school year and the 2024-25 school year, add $325, end quote. Evers vetoed the 20 and the hyphen to continue the funding increase through the year 24-25. In response to this partial veto, a lawsuit was brought by Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce. They argued that this type of partial veto was illegal because of the 1990 ballot measure that prohibited governors from removing letters to make new words. Evers argued that the ballot measure did not prohibit vetoing digits to create new numbers. On April 18th, the Wisconsin Supreme Court upheld Tony Evers' partial veto, extending a 2-year school funding provision to 402 years.